Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champions, the Delaware Blue Hens. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Razorbacks offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way to that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
After the run, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Delaware's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incomplete.
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense trying to take it back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Picked off! What a play by this defense. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And the Razorbacks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create, looking for more room. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. They're going to ride this running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Just a hair too much. From this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. This time on target. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Delaware! Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was...
With the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The toss sweep to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Woodside. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Trying to beat him to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Roach. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They bring the punter onto the field now. A low line drive and short kick.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Find space on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. It's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical.
Breaks into the open. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
And the defense drags him down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well, and just saw one there on the crossing.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Pierce. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pierce. Turning it on! The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the run, it's Jones.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware! It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's got him.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man, and these wide receivers are dangerous.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit them with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They feed him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And off to Jones. He has the first and still on his feet. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shoots it to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what?
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. We got to bring it down a little bit.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt. of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. This drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Woodside. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Woodside. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Blue Hens back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Roach. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Play number 9 on this drive. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. The give on the option. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you've put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Gets it out quickly. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first. That's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.